What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Hi,
Girl, that pregnant down at 24/7.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
hands above your head, now!
You, stay. New beginnings.
Trust me, this place is just a start for us.
Ring the bell! Shot for me!
The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this, you're doing it right.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Like, back!
You and me, Luke. You got this.
We got it.
Hey.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is an upcoming open-world action-adventure game developed and published by Rockstar Games. After over a decade of waiting, we're finally returning to Vice City with the most ambitious GTA ever created, featuring dual protagonists Lucia and Jason in a modern-day crime saga that promises to be darker, grittier, and more immersive than anything Rockstar has done before, with a story that explores the criminal underworld through multiple perspectives and heist scenarios that'll blow your mind. The gameplay is taking everything you loved about previous GTAs and cranking it up to insane levels. With a massive open world that's reportedly larger than Red Dead Redemption 2, featuring incredibly detailed physics, next-gen AI that makes every NPC feel alive, and heist mechanics so complex they make the casino heist look like child's play, plus seamless switching between characters during missions. You'll be exploring a completely reimagined Vice City that captures the essence of modern-day Miami with stunning beaches, neon-soaked nightlife, sprawling suburbs, and dangerous swamplands, all powered by Rockstar's most advanced engine yet that delivers photorealistic graphics and dynamic weather systems that actually affect gameplay. The game also features enhanced vehicle customization with hundreds of cars, boats, and aircraft, a revamped wanted system that makes escaping the cops more strategic than ever, and online integration that promises to revolutionize multiplayer gaming. Grand Theft Auto 6 is scheduled to release on May 26, 2026 for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, with PC version coming later.
The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
What is this?
Stay close.
They're coming.
But you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
Resident Evil 9 Requiem is an upcoming psychological horror game developed and published by Capcom. This game is bringing back those classic Resident Evil nightmares we all love, diving deep into the aftermath of previous bioterror incidents with some seriously twisted new creatures that'll make you sleep with the lights on, while uncovering a conspiracy that threatens to plunge the world into eternal darkness. The gameplay is going back to what made Resident Evil legendary. Pure survival horror with intense resource management, brain-bending puzzles, and strategic combat that'll have you counting every single bullet, featuring both first-person and third-person perspectives with a completely redesigned inventory system that cranks up the tension to 11. You'll be exploring multiple spine-chilling locations, including an abandoned research facility that screams danger, a quarantined European city where nothing is safe, and underground laboratory complexes that are basically horror movie sets come to life, all enhanced with dynamic lighting and weather systems that'll keep you on edge every second. The game also features enhanced AI that makes enemies smarter and more terrifying, a new fear system that actually affects how your character performs under stress, plus optional co-op gameplay for those brave enough to bring a friend into the nightmare. Resident Evil 9 Requiem is scheduled to release on February 27, 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority, same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
.007 First Light is an upcoming third-person espionage action-adventure game developed and published by IO Interactive. You'll be following a young, resourceful, and sometimes reckless recruit in MI6's training program, discovering an absolutely mind-blowing origin story that shows how the world's most famous spy earned his legendary 00 status in a completely original narrative that's never been told before. The gameplay is the culmination of IO Interactive's 20 years of Hitman mastery, bringing their unparalleled stealth expertise to create the ultimate spy fantasy with explosive car chases, heart-pounding infiltration missions, brutal hand-to-hand combat, and signature gadgets that'll make you feel like you're living inside a Bond movie, all delivered through their signature approach to player choice and creative problem-solving. You'll be exploring exotic locations around the globe as Bond takes on his first major missions, with environments designed to showcase the glamorous and dangerous world of international espionage, featuring luxurious casinos, high-tech villain lairs, and deadly encounters that range from crocodile-infested waters to high-speed pursuits that'll leave you breathless. The game promises post-launch content updates to expand the Bond universe even further, with IO Interactive's CEO hinting this could be the first in a potential trilogy that lets gaming audiences have their own definitive James Bond experience. 007 First Light is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC via Steam and Epic Games Store.
There you are. All better.
You patched me up.
I am DI-03367. They are Pragmata.
Whoa, hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something?
Good.
Get behind me!
I think I can help.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
Hey, D.I.
I said I am D.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Pragmata is an upcoming science fiction action-adventure game developed and published by Capcom. You'll be stepping into the boots of Hugh Williams, an astronaut sent to investigate a mysterious lunar research station called the Cradle that's gone completely silent, only to find yourself trapped in a nightmare scenario when a devastating quake rocks the facility and leaves you fighting for survival alongside Diana, an enigmatic android companion who becomes your lifeline in this hostile lunar environment. The gameplay mechanics crank it up to insane levels with simultaneous dual-character control that lets you command both Hugh and Diana at the same time, creating mind-blowing combat synergy where Diana's incredible hacking abilities disable enemy defenses through interactive cursor-based panels, while Hugh unleashes devastating firepower with futuristic weapons, and you'll be tackling complex environmental puzzles that require both characters' unique skills to bypass locked systems and navigate the treacherous lunar station. This cold, dystopian moon setting creates an atmospheric sci-fi world that feels incredibly immersive and unique, with the entire facility serving as your battleground against a rogue lunar station AI that's determined to prevent your escape back to Earth. The game features fast-paced hack-and-slash combat reminiscent of titles like Vanquish, combined with puzzle-shooting mechanics that make every encounter feel fresh and exciting, plus boss battles against giant mechanical units that showcase the game's spectacular targeting systems and diverse arsenal of high-tech firearms. Pragmata launches in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare. A Dawnwalker. Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
The Blood of Dawnwalkers is an upcoming open-world dark fantasy action RPG developed by Rebel Wolves and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Get ready for the most intense vampire experience ever created, as you play Cohen, a cursed protagonist who's human by day but transforms into a bloodthirsty vampire by night, desperately fighting to save his family within just 30 days while battling both silver poisoning and an ancient vampiric curse that's slowly consuming his soul. The gameplay is absolutely revolutionary with its dynamic day-night cycle that completely changes how you approach every situation. During the day, you're vulnerable and must rely on stealth and strategy. But when darkness falls, you unleash devastating vampire powers in brutal combat that features authentic medieval fighting styles studied by actual trained swordsmen on the development team. You'll be exploring Vale Sangora, a gorgeously terrifying fictional kingdom set in the 14th century Carpathian Mountains during the Black Death, where every choice you make dramatically shapes the story and determines whether your family lives or dies, all rendered in stunning detail using Unreal Engine 5 that brings this gothic nightmare to life. The game features morally complex quests where the same mission can have completely different outcomes based on whether you tackle it as a human or vampire, plus deep political intrigue, supernatural creatures inspired by Eastern European folklore, and a magic system rooted in dark ritualistic elements rather than flashy spells. The Blood of Dawnwalkers is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주고 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있까? 믿고 싶을 뿐. 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것입니다.
Mudang Two Hearts is an upcoming tactical stealth action-adventure game developed and published by EVR Studio. You'll be diving into a mind-blowing political thriller set in a unified Korea in 2027, where masked terrorists strike on the day North and South Korea are supposed to officially reunite, following two unlikely protagonists, Ji Jung-tae, an elite North Korean Special Forces operative, and Gavi, a K-pop idol who gets caught up in this deadly conspiracy that threatens to tear the newly unified nation apart. The gameplay brings that classic Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell energy with absolutely revolutionary tactical stealth mechanics, featuring impressive performance capture technology that delivers brutal and visceral action sequences, plus innovative gadgets, special abilities, and powers that let you approach every mission with creative problem solving, whether you're infiltrating enemy bases or engaging in intense firefights. You'll be exploring a politically volatile near-future Korea where every choice matters, with environments that showcase both the beauty and danger of this unified nation, all rendered with cinematic quality that makes every scene feel like you're playing through a high-budget action thriller that tackles real-world political tensions. The game is based on the popular Korean webtoon Mudang and promises to deliver a story that lingers with you long after the credits roll, with EVR Studio crafting every emotion and choice to create an unforgettable narrative experience. Mudang Two Hearts is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Asobo Studio and published by Focus Entertainment. You'll be diving into an absolutely mind-blowing prequel that takes place 15 years before the events of the original A Plague Tale games, following Sophia, a fierce young plunderer who's on the run and determined to uncover the dark secrets of her past while navigating a world where survival depends on both cunning and courage. The gameplay cranks up the action with a fresh new take on the A Plague Tale universe, blending intense combat, challenging puzzles, and mythological elements that create an entirely new direction for the series as you fight through brutal encounters while using Sophia's unique skills as a smuggler to outsmart enemies and overcome dangerous obstacles. You'll be exploring a haunting medieval world where plague-infested landscapes meet ancient mythology, with Asobo Studio's signature atmospheric storytelling bringing this dark fantasy setting to life through stunning visuals and emotional depth that made the previous games legendary, all while uncovering the origins of characters and events that shaped the entire series. This prequel promises to deliver that perfect blend of heart-pounding action and deeply personal storytelling that Asobo Studio has mastered, with enhanced combat mechanics and mythological elements that expand the lore in exciting new ways. Plus, it's coming to Xbox Game Pass on day one. Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold on to mission control! We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now! Thomas, come in!
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
Aphelion is an upcoming cinematic sci-fi action-adventure game developed and published by Don't Nod. You'll be diving into an absolutely mind-blowing survival story set in 2060 when Earth becomes uninhabitable, following astronaut Ariane, who gets stranded on a frozen planet called Persephone at the edge of our solar system after the Hope 01 mission crashes. And now she must brave rugged landscapes and shifting realities to rescue her wounded partner Thomas while determining if this mysterious ninth planet could be humanity's last hope for survival. The gameplay blends intense exploration, challenging traversal mechanics, and tense stealth sequences that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, featuring environmental storytelling that reveals the planet's secrets as you navigate through dangerous alien terrain, all delivered with Don't Nod's signature emotional storytelling that made Life is Strange legendary. You'll be exploring the frozen wasteland of Persephone, a planet discovered at the very edge of our solar system that represents humanity's final chance at finding a new home, with environments that showcase both the beauty and terror of an alien world where every step could be your last, all grounded in real scientific knowledge thanks to their collaboration with the European Space Agency. The game promises to deliver that classic Don't Nod emotional journey with cutting-edge visuals and authentic space exploration elements that make every moment feel like you're living through humanity's most crucial mission. Aphelion is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Beast of Reincarnation is an upcoming action RPG developed by Game Freak and published by Fictions. You'll be diving into an absolutely mind-blowing post-apocalyptic Japan set in the year 4026, following Emma the Sealer, a young woman with incredible blight powers who can manipulate plants to traverse and fight enemies, alongside her loyal canine companion Ku, as they work together to free their corrupted homeland from a monstrous creature that has blighted the natural world and threatens humanity's very survival. The gameplay delivers demanding, technical combat that'll test your skills to the limit in this expansive, one-person, one-dog action RPG, where you'll battle corrupted beasts and robots using Emma's unique plant manipulation abilities, with your dog companion Q playing a crucial role in both exploration and combat scenarios that require perfect coordination between human and animal. You'll be exploring a beautifully haunting vision of post-apocalyptic Japan where nature has been twisted by corruption, featuring environments that blend the devastation of mankind's downfall with the twisted beauty of a world reclaimed by corrupted flora, all rendered with an art style that's been compared to Studio Ghibli masterpieces like Princess Mononoke for its stunning blend of natural beauty and dark themes. This marks Game Freak's first major AAA title outside the Pokémon series, directed by Kota Furushima, who previously worked on Pokémon Battle Systems, promising to showcase a completely different side of the legendary studio's creative capabilities. Beast of Reincarnation is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
This place. Also, you don't have a chance. Not enough. I need more. Pick your battles, piggy.
Musashi! We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they? Sasaki Ganya.
Onimusha Way of the Sword is made by Capcom, bringing back the legendary series after nearly 20 years. This action game takes place in Kyoto during Japan's Edo period, where the historic capital has been twisted by evil clouds of malice. You play as a new samurai who gets the legendary Oni Gauntlet and becomes an Onimusha. Your job is to fight through blood-stained battles against monstrous Genma creatures in dark fantasy combat. The game features fast-paced 3D sword fighting where you mix normal attacks with special Oni powers. Each stage is filled with mystery, danger, and intense swordplay action as you explore the corrupted city. Ancient Japanese mythology influences the story and enemy designs, creating epic boss battles. This third-person single-player experience focuses on bloodbaths of intense combat. The early Edo period setting shows Kyoto transformed into an eerie place infested by demonic forces. It's the first true return since 2006's Dawn of Dreams. Onimusha Way of the Sword releases in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Gears of War E-Day is an upcoming third-person shooter developed by the Coalition and People Can Fly and published by Xbox Game Studios. You'll be diving into the brutal horror of Emergence Day, taking place 14 years before the original Gears of War as war heroes. Marcus Fenix and Dom Santiago return home to face an absolute nightmare when the Locust Horde erupts from below, laying siege on humanity with these grotesque subterranean monsters. The gameplay mechanics crank up the intensity with classic third-person cover-based shooting that prioritizes up-close and personal melee combat, and you'll be experiencing massive hordes of enemies with destructible environments and a vast array of ranged and melee weaponry. The game brings back that large focus on horror from the early games, with Locust drones completely redesigned to look more intimidating than ever before, and you'll get to witness the origin story of the iconic Lancer assault rifle with its legendary chainsaw bayonet. This mind-blowing prequel is being built on Unreal Engine 5 with ray trace lighting and destruction that's over 100 times more detailed than Gears 5. Gears of War E-Day is expected to launch in 2026 for Xbox Series X and S and PC.
It always comes back to this. This world, this moment, this choice. Every time the sun dies, madness reigns. Then everything begins again. But after every death, I always come back stronger. I know that you are here, and I will find you.
Saros by Housemarque is an upcoming action game that tells the haunting story of a lost off-world colony on the planet Carcosa, which is trapped under an ominous eclipse. The story follows Arjun Devraj, voiced by Rahul Kohli, a powerful Soltari enforcer who will stop at nothing to find who he is looking for in this mysterious and dangerous world. The game is set on the planet Carcosa and follows Soltari enforcer Arjun Devraj as he investigates a lost off-world colony. The gameplay promises to be an intense action experience from the makers of Returnal, focusing on creating an emotional and powerful character study wrapped in sci-fi action. The setting features a shape-shifting planet Carcosa, which is stuck in a loop, creating a unique and mysterious environment that constantly changes around the player. So expect tight controls, intense combat. Saros is set to be released in 2026 exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
The Cube is made by Munfish, taking place in the Atomic Heart world as a multiplayer RPG shooter. This game features a giant floating cube that rotates, filled with different areas and strange mysteries. Inside this cube is a hidden equation that can change reality itself. Players need to survive as the cube turns and work together to find out what's really going on. The game focuses on teamwork as you explore this dangerous structure with other players. You'll move through different environments inside the cube, trying to solve its mystery and save humanity from whatever's hidden within. The cube keeps the retro future style from Atomic Heart, but adds new gameplay based on the rotating cube design. Each time it rotates, new areas open up and players face fresh challenges while working together to crack the reality-changing equation. The cube releases in 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war. But war found me. I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Chronicles Medieval is being developed by Raw Power Games. This action RPG places you in a sprawling, dynamic medieval European world where you begin with nothing but determination and ambition. The game emphasizes player choice and consequence, creating a living environment where no two stories are ever the same. You'll forge your path from humble beginnings to power through intense combat, territorial conquest, and strategic warfare. The standout feature is the large-scale battle system that allows you to command massive armies, featuring historically accurate units like English longbowmen, French cavalry, and Imperial polearm infantry. Combat combines physics-based melee mechanics with real-time tactical command, enabling you to participate directly in skirmishes, field battles, and castle sieges while coordinating broader military strategies. The game delivers authentic medieval warfare with fluid weapon mechanics and castle construction systems. Chronicles Medieval enters early access on Steam in 2026 for PC, with co-op support planned for the full release.
Mechanicals approaching.
We must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join is no more.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
Infinitesimals is a third-person sci-fi action-adventure shooter, developed by Qubit Studios and published by Epic Games Publishing. You play as Captain Ocni Rellenrake, leader of an elite alien squadron stranded after a catastrophic crash on a hostile planet. At just a few millimeters tall, you must navigate towering grass blades, subterranean ruins, and killer insects, all while reuniting your scattered crew and uncovering what happened to the vanished colony you were assigned to protect. Gameplay blends on-foot exploration, jetpack traversal, and combat in third person. You'll pilot the versatile POD, upgrade alien weaponry, and choose stealth or direct engagement as you face massive wildlife and deadly mechanical sentinels called the Hunter-Gatherers. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, the game delivers stunning visuals. Sunbeams filtering through grass, realistic foliage, and creatures like towering ants adding scale and atmosphere. A sensor mode reveals signals and emissions, helping in locating crew or dodging danger. The story is cinematic and character-driven. As Captain Rellenrake, you lead an emotional mission. Rescue your squad, confront loss, and forge hope in a world built for giants. Expect rich sci-fi narrative and British accented charm. Infinitesimals is targeting a 2026 release on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. Chart our next course. We sail, we fight, we endure, for the voyage is life, and life is the voyage.
Ahoy is a highly detailed naval adventure game set in the late 18th century Caribbean. Developed by Capstan Games in Unreal Engine 5, the game brings exceptional authenticity. Every ship model, rope, cabin, and hinge is based on real historical designs. Backed via Kickstarter during the Future Games Show Summer Showcase, it offers a first-person naval combat experience before evolving into a persistent online world where every captain can shape their own story. Players begin as captains and crew on board historical vessels, trading goods, managing crews, and battling enemy ships with realistic cannons and naval tactics. Cooperation and competition on the high seas become key, as you recruit off the dock and lead your crew through tense boarding actions or strategic sea battles. Visibility ranges from bustling port towns to deadly storms, all framed in impressive ship-to-ship encounters. Developers highlight educational elements too, teaching maritime terminology and seamanship with in-game lore and tooltips. Ahoy is set to launch initially with first-person naval combat, later expanding into a persistent multiplayer open world. It's in Kickstarter backing now with no official release date yet, but coming to PC and other platforms.
They're combing the streets, searching house to house.
If they arrest you two, they will take you to their headquarters, and you will not return.
I'm more concerned with a 6-foot cat man who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy. By my count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris.
3, counting you.
And that's too many.
Be there before the sun rises, before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful, Stanwasami.
When am I not?
better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem. Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Skydance New Media and published by PlayOn that's about to deliver an absolutely revolutionary World War II superhero experience. You'll be diving into an original story by legendary Uncharted director Amy Hennig, where Captain America and Azuri, the 1940s Black Panther, must forge an uneasy alliance to stop Hydra from finding the mysterious artifact, the Eye of Force, in war-torn occupied Paris. And the tension cranks it up to insane levels as these heroes clash before uniting. The gameplay mechanics are mind-blowing because you'll be controlling 4 different characters. Steve Rogers with his iconic shield combat, Azuri unleashing Wakandan technology and Black Panther agility, Gabriel Jones delivering precision sharpshooting as a howling commando, and Nanali using her spy skills to infiltrate enemy lines in ways that will blow your mind. The setting takes you through occupied Paris and the hidden kingdom of Wakanda during World War II, experiencing both gritty urban warfare and advanced Wakandan technology in stunning Unreal Engine visuals. The innovative 4-character perspective system means you'll witness this epic tale unfold from multiple viewpoints as these heroes fight Hydra's sinister plans, creating an interconnected narrative that promises to redefine superhero gaming. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra launches in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. End of Abyss is an upcoming sci-fi survival horror game developed by Section 9 Interactive and published by Epic Games Publishing. You'll be stepping into the boots of Cell, a young combat technician who must uncover the horrifying truth behind a derelict facility where broken machines whisper from the depths and nothing you encounter is fully human. The gameplay mechanics crank the intensity to insane levels with top-down twin-stick shooter combat that combines methodical pacing with fast-paced action, and you'll be experiencing intense resource management where you're constantly outmatched by horrifying enemies and must upgrade your gear to survive. This mind-blowing atmospheric setting puts you in a sprawling complex filled with monstrous creatures, creating a perfect blend of Metroidvania-style exploration with space horror elements from the developers who previously worked on Little Nightmares at Tarsier Studio. End of Abyss launches in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Epic Games Store.
So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers. I mean, sure, you get your mega fans,
You are like literally my favourite person.
your haters,
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
your chancers, and the occasional giant toad, for some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, doesn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
Fable is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Playground Games and published by Xbox Game Studios. You'll be stepping into the boots of a customizable hero in the fairy tale land of Albion, where your choices will determine not just your destiny, but the fate of the entire world. The gameplay mechanics feature the series' signature morality system that affects your physical appearance and how the world responds, combining melee combat, ranged attacks, and magical abilities where you'll be forging your legend through deeds and actions. This mind-blowing setting puts you back in Albion with its medieval Britain-inspired world filled with city-states and wilderness areas where every choice shapes both your character and the living world around you, featuring the series' trademark British humor with celebrity voice acting. Fable launches in 2026 for Xbox Series X and S and PC.
Time. For some, it heals. For others, it wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
Code Vein 2 is an action RPG developed by Bandai Namco Studios and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Set in a new stage of the post-apocalyptic world introduced in the first game, the story follows a revenant hunter partnered with Lou, a mysterious girl who can move through time. Together, they're trying to prevent the collapse of the world by uncovering the origins of a terrifying force known as Luna Rapaces, an anomaly that drives revenants mad and transforms them into monstrous horrors. The gameplay builds on the original's Souls-like formula with faster combat, deeper build customization, and more brutal boss fights. Blood codes return, letting you switch playstyles mid-combat, and the new jail system enhances finishers and special attacks. A motorcycle is also introduced for traversing vast environments that shift depending on your choices in past timelines. Character creation is more detailed, and decisions across time affect both story and level design. Code Vein 2 is scheduled to release in 2026 on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.